And now it's time for Inebriated History. Oops, I mean abbreviated history.
A drunk retelling of growing up in the 80s. All right, listen up, you neon-wearing, mixtape-making, Saturday morning cartoon-loving legends. I'm about to take you back to a time before the internet, before helicopter parents, before kids needed therapy just because they lost a soccer game. So, picture this, the 1980s. If you were a kid back then, you basically had 3 jobs. Number 1, survive the playground. No safety regulations, everything was metal, rusted, and designed to break bones. Number 2, memorize your best friend's home phone number. If you forgot, you were dead to them. And number 3, try not to get kidnapped, because every adult swore stranger danger was lurking around every corner. Now, toys. Oh, the toys. You had action figures that barely moved, dolls with eyes that followed you in your sleep, and board games that straight up ruined friendships. I'm looking at you, Monopoly. And then there were the Legos, which were great, until you stepped on one and saw your whole life flash before your eyes. And we didn't have no fancy pause button on video games. Nah, if your mum called you for dinner, you had 2 choices. 1, leave the game running and hope your little brother didn't sabotage it. 2, turn it off and lose all progress, because save files weren't a thing yet. Also, if you didn't blow into your Nintendo cartridge like it was a cursed ancient artifact, were you even playing it right? Now, Saturday mornings, sacred, a holy ritual. You woke up, poured yourself a giant bowl of cereal, half sugar, half diabetes, and planted yourself in front of the TV for cartoons. He-Man, Thundercats, Ninja Turtles, absolute bangers. If you missed them, tough luck. No DVR, no YouTube, just suffer in silence. And if you were lucky, your parents gave you quarters, little silver coins used to buy things to hit up the arcade. We're talking Pac-Man, Street Fighter, and kids standing in line for hours just to beat some sweaty 14-year-old who never left the machine. Raise your hand if the letters ASS were always your initials. Oh, yeah. And when it came to going outside, oh, buddy, we were feral. Our parents straight up kicked us out the house and said, be back when the streetlights come on. No cell phones, no tracking apps, just blind faith that we wouldn't die. And somehow we didn't. We rode bikes with no helmets, played with firecrackers like they were party favors, and drank from the hose like warriors. Speaking of food, buddy, the 80s were a chemically engineered masterpiece. We had Lunchables, aka meat and cheese that tasted like plastic, Tang, which was basically orange-flavored space dust, and Dunkaroos, sugar dipped in more sugar. And if your mum packed you a Capri Sun, you were a king. If you could actually get the straw in the pouch without stabbing through to the other side. Now, let's talk music. If you weren't making mixtapes off the radio, did you even love music? You had to sit there, finger on the record button, waiting for the DJ to finally shut up, so you could record your favorite song without his annoying voice ruining it. And don't get me started on fashion. Neon colors, fanny packs, scrunchies, oh, and parachute pants. Because apparently everyone wanted to look like they were about to jump out of a plane at any given moment. So yeah, growing up in the 80s, absolute chaos. No internet, no participation trophies, just kids built different. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go find my Walkman and a Crystal Pepsi. Cheers to the 80s, baby.
This inebriated history was, like, made possible with VideoGen.